Let me butcher the hell out of your poem.
All's fair. I butchered yours bad enough.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Mine lent itself to being read wrong because it was written weird.
Well,
It
mine's
was
all
written
rhymey,
specifically.
so you
Yeah,
can't really get it wrong.
so it should be okay.
Yes.
So this is going to be where are we? The Awakening by Angelique from the Breath of Daydreams. Love reaped thy soul of tortured truths. Love reaped thy mind of hope. Love reaped the dreams now lost to youth. Love reaped the urge to cope. At dawn we danced, my love and I. In morning we did seek the violence of the coming day, for life had built us weak. Drink your fill of all my merry, bide your thirst in loss. Sate your hunger in my worry, nail me to that cross. Oh, hope that lingers in my heart, your sorrow paves my rest, for faith will render us apart. In fear your words do test. Dwell in my mind, O whispered curse, creep violently through this nether, whither fields flung far over dreams much worse. I shall separate your tether. I drift beside the looming buds, I drift to wager words, I drift into a place absurd. I drift is what you heard. When drifting, floating, sailing high, not one of notes will seep, not song, nor chords, nor melodies within this soul shall peep. Of needles twisted, curled in pairs, of pine entwined as sap, linger vast this soul's despair. I bid my conscious nap. Drift, drift, fade into vapors that sift beyond moonlit sighs. Drift, drift, escape from the craters into hopeless seas chummed with bought goodbyes. He knocked 3 times to woo my heart. I fled for poundings fake. He banged a tempting chance for death. I skipped out on that date. The lure some claim can tempt the beast with what I do not know. For bland entrapment fields beseech, love cling to fret and row. I met him on a late blue day, I met him after dark, I met him wrapped to hide decay, I met him on a lark. We kissed in madness built from anguish, we kissed to court despair, we kissed with words each breath would vanquish, we kissed and kissed with dare. He spoke of waves that carried blessing, he spoke of cloudless night of sight. He spoke of waves that carried blessing, he spoke of cloudless sighs, he spoke with touches left deft confessing, he spoke between his lies. I drifted far beyond this season, I drifted from our page, I drifted in and out of reason, I drifted in that cage. Bury the hatchet in fields still steeping, depart before light breaks. Hide the bodies from pens still weeping, be wary of thought's mistakes. Down past the river where bends turn sour, down where the cattails bloom, down by the jaded banks kept dour, down wove that broken loom. I awakened with sights that went to sea, I awakened to smells that reeked, I awakened to hungers bound tight with his key, I awakened, and so I shrieked. Love reaped thy soul of tortured truths, love reaped thy mind of hope, love reaped the dreams now lost to youth, love reaped the urge to cope.
You did good. You did good.
Yes, that was
Overlord
very
says you
nice.
hooed it. Did I hoo it?
I
I
hooed
don't
it. It
remember.
was,
Where did I
I
hoo
mean,
it?
if
I
you're
don't
talking
remember.
about Horton here's a who, I agree. It's kind of
It's kind of
sing-songy,
rhyming.
rhymey-wimey. It's just always going to, I'm never going to associate that hooing it with Doctor Who. It's really funny to
And
know
Ash
the
says,
intention of saying it.
I really like the sound of this. And Tommy says, outstanding, Angelique, very po. Thank you, everyone. He knocked 3 times. I thought who was 5 times. No, that wasn't meant to be a who thing. Sorry.
But you can make it a who thing.
You can make it a who thing. It can be a who thing, I guess. Did he just say
Yeah, I could
timey-wimey?
see
He
how it's,
did.
yeah.
Timey-wimey, rhymey.
Right, timey-wimey, rhymey.
I
Yes,
used to
very
use that as a
sing-songy.
hashtag. Timey-wimey, rhymey.
Timey-wimey,
Sookie's
rhymey.
clapping. Thank you. Well, you know, because I write about
Yes,
time a lot and I rhyme a lot. So I'm a timey-wimey rhymer.
yes. And this has some of your favorite elements in it to writing, which is nice because it lends itself very well to being read aloud.
It does. It has
Mainly because
anaphora.
the form it instructed me in how to read it just by it. It didn't take much effort to fall into the flow, which left more opportunity for a bit more enunciation rather than just monotonously reading it to make sure I'm getting the flow right. I'm
Well,
sure
thank you. You did a great
you would have
job.
done it a lot more lively. It would have
No.
been a lot more lively, I'm sure. No,
When I have a hard time reading it because I hear it as a song. I don't hear
you
it
can. I
as a
mean, you can
poem.
see it. It's written as a song.
Yeah, so I have a hard time reading it, so I'm glad you read it. Uh, but yes, my favorite elements in it were rhymes and anaphora and then vampires and love and all that, because that's what I read about a lot when I'm writing for me. So
Yeah, it feels like you. It feels like
it
something
feels
you
like
would have written.
me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that came out strange, didn't it? Yeah.
It's
But yeah,
depressing. It is you.
but
But no.
it's not, is it? Or maybe it is, but it's the way it's read is not, the flow is not depressing. But I suppose that's kind of like that Poe kind of thing. It's very satisfying and to say, even though the content might be darker than it's
Yeah,
presented.
I like the way Poe rhymes a lot because you can either go for like the 7 or 8 syllable line for line, and when you hit the certain syllables every line, that has a really nice flow. But then you can also drop it down or kick it up on one line, and then as long as you drop it down that certain way, it just keeps sing-songing
Yeah.
back and
Yeah,
forth, and
it's
it
almost like you
carries
get a question
nicely.
and answer kind of thing. It's like da 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 da
Yeah,
da 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 da.
yeah, I like that. So thank you for reading it.